Yo, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, I got an email from a subscriber, and this subscriber sent the donation, so thanks for your donation. And remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send a donation. So this one says, what's good, Mr. Locario? As I'm writing this email, I'm currently deployed to Kuwait, and you and Miles are about to kick off the Truth About the Game seminar. I'm writing because I just finished listening to the last podcast where yourself, Miles, and his son, 70-plus dude, and Kevin were dropping gems, causing me to evaluate if I'm living the truth that is inside me or not. I'm 33 and married with 2 kids, one that I had when I was 19 with a different chick for 10 years. Listening to your YouTube video, Love the Game First, Women Second, has opened my eyes to the reason why I'm in the position I currently am in. What should I do? On one side, I don't want to split my family up for my kids' sake. And on the other hand, it's eating me up inside because if I continue down this road of not being true to myself, what role model am I setting for my kids and my little brother? She doesn't know I've cheated 2 times in the 10 years we've been married, and almost again this week while deployed. I really need your guidance. All right. You know, a lot of times in life we do stuff that we're not really thinking too clearly about why we're doing it. We just sort of do things, and then we end up in situations that we realize later on down the road that we're not really into the situation. We're like, well, I don't like this situation I'm in now. But the thing is, you know, sometimes you get to a point where there might need to be a change, right? But the reason why we stay in these situations and don't change is because sometimes change seems scary, because you're like, well, I don't know what's going to happen if I change this situation. So even sometimes when you're in situations that you don't like too much, you still stick to them because it's what you know, it's what you've been used to, it's what you've been doing, you know what I mean, for a while. So in your case, right, you're basically saying that, you know, you feel like this is, you know, your situation is eating you up inside because you feel like you're not being true to yourself, right? And at the end of the day, that's really the most important part, because you have to be true to yourself. You got to be true to you. You have to be true to what you're about and what's going to make you happy, what's going to be the type of life you want to live, right? And because so what happens is that that's going to get you in a position where you have to make some like decisions, and some tough decisions sometimes, in order to really get your life to where it needs to be, right? So a lot of times when I get questions like this, I don't necessarily like to tell people what to do in these situations, because it's one of those situations where it's like, oh, should I charge this person to the game? Should I break up with them? Should I not break up with them? Should I, stay with them? Should I go? And the thing is, what I always say is this, is that you have to basically ask yourself some questions and spend some time with yourself and figure out what you really want, and then you make the decision. But you have to basically be honest with yourself 100%, and then make the decision based off of that honesty, right? And you have to really figure out, hey, what do I really want? What do I really want to do? Because, you know, for example, you were saying that, on one side, I don't want to split my family for my kids' sake. But then you said, on the other hand, it's eating me up inside because if I continue down this road of not being true to myself, what role model am I setting for my kids and my little brother? So the thing is, you know, at the end of the day, when you're being true to yourself, though, right, what's going to happen is you'll figure out all these other things, after the fact. Because at this point, it seems as if you're not being true to yourself and you're living this certain type of life. And you have an idea of maybe where you want to go and the type of things you want to do, or you at least have an idea of what you don't want to do, and then maybe you'll figure out what you want to do later, right? But either way, you're going in a direction where you're saying, well, where I'm at now, I'm not really too excited to be. So there has to be some sort of change. And once that happens, and once you are sort of like, feeling good about the fact that you are being true to yourself, then all those other things you were worrying about, you will figure out a way to handle that while you're at the place you're at being true to yourself. You understand? When you're at this new place where you're really being authentic with who you really want to be. You understand? Because you'll feel better about yourself. You'll feel better about, the situation that you're in. And then you will try to make your other situations or whatever else you're doing, work better too. But right now you're in a situation where you're not too pleased with it. And so you might need to make that change. But again, you have to sit with yourself and figure out exactly what you need to do for you. You understand? Because since this is your life, right? I want you have to be able to sit with yourself and say, what do I want for me? Right? Because I don't want you to come to me looking for me to necessarily fix your life. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just here to provide you with guidance on some questions you may need to ask yourself. You understand? Because you may say, hey, I do want to continue doing what I'm doing now, or I might want to change. But that's up to you, and you have to really sit with yourself and ask yourself those questions and see, where you really want to go and what you really want to do. And then be honest with that, and then based off of how you really feel and how you really, whatever comes up with when you ask yourself those questions, that will give you the guidelines to make those moves, right? So sometimes you have to ask yourself those tough questions in the game in order to get your game on point. You have to really see what you want in order to move in the right direction for you. You understand? And be extremely honest with yourself and be extremely honest with what you want, what you're looking for, and where you want to go. All right? So that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. And I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
What's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.